We all love fighting games, and I personally like them even better when they're on my mobile device so I can play them anywhere. So today, I'm sharing with you guys 10 of my favorite mobile fighters. Number 1 on today's list is Street Fighter 4. This is one of my favorite all-time fighting games, and to have it available on mobile devices is even better. Put this one aside from anything else, you have the best fighting game in my opinion of all time. This is a must play on mobile just to see if you still can relive those exciting times that you had from years ago when this was originally launched on console. Such an amazing game, so much fun, and it really translates well over to mobile devices from the consoles where it originally started. You have to try out Street Fighter today. But this video wouldn't be possible without today's sponsor, so let's dive on in and see what I have to tell you about that. Hey guys, come over here, come a little closer. I have to tell you guys about a hidden gem in mobile gaming. For those of you into these turn-based RPG strategy games, this game can make your life so much better. You know I'm talking about the best mobile game of all time, Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring today's video. Raid has got a ton of champions. I'm talking about over 600 champions right now. All of these champions, they come from unique factions, each of them with their own history in the world of Terraria. Use my links in the description of this video or on the QR code on the screen to play Raid Shadow Legends on your mobile phone or on your PC. And this month, Raid has brought us the latest addition to the boss roster, and it's Raid's biggest, baddest, and scariest yet. I'm talking about the Hydra. This thing is the ultimate beast, a superpowered clan boss that's like many bosses rolled into one. It's got multiple heads. It's a Hydra, each one having unique mechanics. It can share the pain and push damage from itself onto your team. It can scare your champions, rot them from the inside, cloak itself in a cloud of poison, and a ton more crazy things. If you cut off its head, it exposes the neck, and then it's open season. You can deal some insane damage before the head grows back. This whole battle is like a crazy tactical puzzle box, always revealing new challenges even in the middle of the fight. This thing is one of the toughest fights in the game, but it's absolutely worth it because of course you know you're gonna get those big rewards offering some of the best artifacts around. I'm still trying to figure out how to take this thing down, but I'm having a ton of fun testing it out and experimenting with all these new strategies. Now, I'm a collector. I love collecting things, so Raid Shadow Legends is perfect for me with over 600 champions to collect. You know I'm in love with it. And I'm also a gamer who loves the grind. I love to make my champions stronger and stronger and give them a permanent slot on my roster for those future battles. There's a ton of things happening in Raid this month. To start off, Raid's releasing a bunch of new awesome champions along with the brand new faction War Crypt from one of my favorite factions, the Shadowkin. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait for the crypt to open up so I can dive in and see what it's all about. On top of that, there's a ton of new events and tournaments, including a special fusion event where you can get one of Raid's newest legendary champions. This is the best time to get started in Raid. And if you use my link in the description or scan my QR code, you'll get some free resources and a free mystery champion straight away to kick off your game. I'm not telling you who it is, but trust me, they're awesome. All this treasure will be waiting for you right here. Once you're in, you could find me in game, and if you're quick, you can join my clan. And it's that easy. Just click my link or my QR code, and I'll see you in the game. Number 2 on today's list is the straight up boxing game. It's called Boxing Star, and it reminds me so much of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out from the early days of NES. Such a great game, and I don't typically feature boxing games, but there are actually 2 on today's list that I think you would really enjoy. This one being my favorite and one that I really think you should take a look at. Awesome controls, nice and easy to master, and just a great game. And Mortal Kombat is number 3 on today's list, and this one is very different from the others on today's list because Mortal Kombat on mobile is not like we remember Mortal Kombat being on consoles, and it's all about the controls. The controls are not your typical button mashing controls. Instead, you're going to be doing swiping and choosing of options along the way, but it does take you through that Mortal Kombat universe that we do love. And of course, you're gonna have the brutal combat, you're gonna have the blood and the fatalities that everyone knows and loves from Mortal Kombat. Honestly, it wouldn't be a Mortal Kombat game without it. So if you can get past the new control scheme, you could really enjoy this one. Coming in at number 4 is Injustice 2. And if you like DC Comics and if you like battles, well, this might be the game for you because it is epic and it's a very popular mobile fighting game on both Android and on iOS devices. You get some solid statistics, upgrade abilities, and you have great battle mechanics, as we do in many of the games here today, as these games are all ones that I have played and that I recommend. Skullgirls Mobile, a different style mobile fighter that I actually love. The combinations that you could throw together in this game are incredible, and the art style is something a little bit more cartoony and comic book like than any other games on today's list. This is an extremely popular game, not only on mobile but also on consoles, and ones that you should definitely give a shot to. I mean, it's Skullgirls. You gotta try. Now, if you played Super Smash Bros. In the past, you are gonna like Brawlhalla. This game is graphically appealing. It's so much fun, and it has the same type of mechanics as you know from Super Smash Bros. Platformer style battler where you can get in with your friends and really enjoy the combat. Probably the best multiplayer fighting game on today's list. It's one you gotta try because it's different from all the others. Now, I did mention that there was another boxing game on today's list, and of course there is Real Boxing 2, where you're gonna be having boxers from the real world that you can play as and get into a more realistic style battle. Not only that, you can do training, upgrade your boxer, and get involved in challenges and brutal fights. If you're looking for a more realistic fighting game, this is probably the one for you. Many people will argue that Shadow Fight 3 is the best mobile fighting game of everything on today's list. It brings us to the realm of samurais and old school battles, and it really has some mechanics that are really fun to play with a realistic-ish style gameplay. I personally like the graphics and the different moves that you do inside of the game. The combinations are incredible, and the characters that you can play in are ones that may not be as known from the past because we maybe don't know this game as we would know Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, but it is done extremely well, and I can guarantee if you play this game, you won't feel like something is being left behind, something is being left out. By the way, this is the 3rd version of this game. So I wonder what's up next. Well, would you look at this? Shadow Fight 2, but this one looks a heck of a lot different. This one actually makes sense. It actually looks like a shadow fight, seeing only a blacked out character in these battles. Something I do like about this though are the movements of the characters. They look very realistic as a normal person would move, maybe even more than Shadow Fight 3. This one's a lot of fun if you're into this art style. Definitely has the battle mechanics that you're going to want to play. And to close out the list today, we have Shadow Fight Arena, and look at the graphics here. Now, of course, we have some different weapons. We're inside of an arena and the battles are structured a little bit differently, but man, this is a great looking game, taking things a little bit out of the realm of realism and getting more into that fantasy style battle. Of course, you have a weapon that you could barely pick up and you swing around and chop people's heads off with it. Well, that's a little unrealistic, but a lot of fun. Shadow Fight Arena. Check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed my list today. Let me know in the comment section below if there are any other games that you think I should take a look at within this genre. And if you like the video, guys, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the next one. Have a great day and be good.